Today I want to show you how to make your man desire you. It doesn't matter if you just started dating this man, if you are already boyfriend and girlfriend for a couple of months or maybe even for a couple of years, or if you want to make your husband desire you again. I will show you how to do it. And one quick message before I dive right into this episode with the first tip. I want to let you know that if you watch the video that I prepared for you in the description, you will discover how to become his secret obsession and how to make him so obsessed with you that he will be into you again. I promise you that. The link is in the description. And I'm 100% confident that you will love the first tip that I share with you right now. And that's to remember what you used to do or used to wear to wrap him around your finger. The past can sometimes give you everything you need for the future. To give you an example, one of my Skype coaching clients, a wonderful woman in her 40s, she was struggling with this exact problem. She was married to a man for a couple of years. I don't want to reveal how many because it's private, but I gave her this tip to go back in time and to see what she did back then to wrap him around her finger. And then suddenly she had this aha moment. So think back to the time when you started dating. What did you do? How did you behave? What did you wear? Maybe there was this one red dress that drove your husband or boyfriend completely crazy. And then wear this again. And there are two reasons why it works. First, you already know that this is what he responds to. So there's a high chance that he will respond to it again. And second, he will think back to this time and remember how exciting and how adventurous it was when you guys started dating. And wear something that he doesn't expect, especially in the bedroom. Maybe some new sexy underwear, maybe a beautiful negligee, whatever it might be. It doesn't have to be underwear. It can also be an elegant dress, or it can be hot pants, or it can be tight jeans. Just something that's new, something that he hasn't seen on you. And the moment that he sees that on you, two things will happen. The first thing that will happen is that he notices that you wear something new, and this already makes you more attractive and more interesting, but at the same time, he will ask himself, why is she changing her style? Why is she looking different? Who is the guy that she wants to impress with that? And this moment is when his competitive instinct turns him crazy and he gets jealous because he's afraid to lose you. And then he will desire you more than ever before. And if you combine this tip with pulling him closer when he pulls away, then he will desire you more. And by pulling him closer, I don't mean that when he pulls away that you start a conversation. And that's something that a lot of my Skype coaching clients struggle with, because in this sense, men and women are very different. I know as a woman you love to communicate, you love to talk about things, but for men, we often don't really enjoy that. I'm sorry, I know it's politically incorrect, I know I shouldn't say it, but I promise myself to always be honest with you, even if it's something that might offend you. And a lot of men are not the biggest fans of communication. So when he pulls away, and you do what 99% of women do in this situation, which is to start a conversation or to start even an argument, then he will pull away even more. But if you instead pull him closer and seduce him and give him a kiss, and maybe even more, that depends on you, then I guarantee you that he will desire you more. And if you're not repelled by me giving you tips that actually work, even though they might be politically incorrect, then you can check out the second link in the description and inquire for your first Skype coaching session with me. Because I promise you, no matter what you're struggling with, no matter what you're dealing with, and no matter what you want to achieve, I will give you my honest opinion and honest advice that works, even though it might be politically incorrect and even though all the other dating coaches out there won't tell you the truth. And the truth is that you can seduce him with some new perfume. Seduce all his senses. Don't just look good. I mean, you're already a beautiful woman. I know that you have the power to look good. But if you also smell irresistible, then he will desire you more. And maybe you already have a perfume. Change it. Change something. Just the simple fact of changing something can already wrap him around his finger and can already make him desire you more. And be supportive about his work and his purpose. And I know That doesn't have to do anything with fun in the bedroom, but it can lead to that. Because for men, when we have the feeling that a woman supports us, we are automatically more attracted to her. We desire her more because we see her as a partner, as a teammate, as somebody we can build something together. And this makes you irresistible. And if you also want to make him obsessed with you, then I invite you to watch the video in the description. And another thing you can do to make your man desire you is to break out of the familiar environment. No more familiarity. If you've spent the last couple of months in the same spot, in the same house or the same apartment, or even the last couple of years, then you need to change. And I know right now it's pretty impossible, and right now you should stay at home and stay safe. But once this whole quarantine, isolation and pandemic is over, then you should take a vacation. You should go somewhere else. You should go somewhere where it's really, really romantic. And it doesn't have to be a long vacation. It can just be a weekend trip, maybe to a spa hotel, maybe to some romantic place in the mountains, somewhere in nature. Go somewhere different, see something different, have different impressions. This alone can make all the difference, because especially when you're together for a very long time, and especially when you're married and you maybe even have kids, then it's so easy to always stay in the familiar and to never step out of your comfort zone and see and do something new. But I promise you, I know it from my own experience, and I know it from so many amazing women who I coached in Skype coaching sessions, that once you take this step and you go somewhere else and you explore new areas, the desire that has been lost will come back. And you can seduce him at a place that's not your bedroom. You don't always need to have fun in your bed. You can have fun on your couch. You can have fun everywhere in the house. Just be creative and seduce him, and then he will desire you more and more and more. And especially if you ask him before you seduce him if he can help you with something, or maybe you want to ask him if he can fix something for you, or it can be some simple thing that he can just open a can for you or open a bottle for you, whatever it might be. Because these little things give us guys the feeling of, yes, we are the strong and masculine man, and we are the ones who protect our woman. And I know it sounds ridiculous, I know it sounds weird, but believe me, it works. If you ask him for help and he does it for you, and you then thank him with a passionate kiss, he will desire you, I promise you that. And you can also suggest to watch a romantic or an erotic movie together. Because if you start kissing him in the exact moment when the main actors of a movie start kissing and maybe even undressing each other or doing other things with each other, and you use this moment where he sees that, he will desire you, no matter how long it has been since you two have been active in bed, I promise you. Because men are very visual when it comes to our, let's say, sensual stimulation. When we see a certain scene that involves people having fun in the bedroom and doing igu, when we see that, we're automatically turned on. I mean, that's why men watch these movies that they shouldn't watch on the internet, and that's why women read novels such as 50 Shades of Grey. No man would ever read 50 Shades of Grey and think, I'm turned on right now, because we are visual. So use this fact to your advantage. And if you watch this together and there's a certain scene that turns him on, I promise you, you just have to lean in and kiss him, and he will do whatever you want him to do. And tell him that you like what he does. Especially after years in a relationship, men don't feel so desired anymore, and men have the feeling that, things are getting boring, and they blame themselves. And as a result, they lose confidence, and then they won't desire you because they feel inadequate, they feel insecure. And if you tell him that what he does is something that you enjoy, something that gives you pleasure, no matter if it's simple kissing or if it's more, if you communicate this to him, that you really enjoy what he does, I promise you, if you give him this confirmation, he will desire you more. And you can also, for example, send him naughty text messages that describe some future event that you want to experience with him. Be creative and let him know that you desire him, especially if you usually don't text and if you usually don't send each other these kind of texts. Once you start it again, and I know it can be very scary when you embark on this journey, because in the beginning it feels unfamiliar. But like I said before, if you step out of the unfamiliar and you make it happen and you do something new and you change something, I promise you, he will desire you again. And be playful and teasing around him. Be like you've been when you first met him. Be playful, tease him. One of my early mentors, he's actually married for over 25 years to his wonderful wife. And he gave me this simple tip. It's impossible to not desire your partner if you act in the exact same way that you acted when you desired him or her for the very first time. Think about that. It's really true. If you act in the exact same way that you've acted back in the days when everything was new, when everything was fresh, when everything was exciting, if you act in the same way, then he will desire you because you create this playful and teasing atmosphere. And another thing you can do is to take a long walk somewhere where nobody can see you and where you are alone. This is what helped one of my Skype coaching clients to rescue her marriage. I don't want to reveal where she went and other private details because, well, it's her private information. All I want to say is that this tip can make all the difference. If you go somewhere where nobody can see you, maybe somewhere where it's adventurous, maybe you want to take a walk in the forest and have some fun, be a little bit creative, be adventurous. And if you do that, the desire will come back in a heartbeat. And you might even want to invite him to a home spa day. Yes, not to a spa day, even though you can also start at a spa, but it's way better to create this spa atmosphere at home. And this can work in both directions. You can, for example, offer to give him a massage, or you ask him if he can give you a massage. And then you can take a relaxing bubble bath together. And I guarantee you that something will happen, especially if you watch the video in the description and become the woman that he's so obsessed with that he wants to be with you and experience adventures with you every single day. And if you enjoyed watching this video, if you liked it, please give it a big thumbs up and leave a comment in the comment section below. Share your opinion, share your thoughts. I would love to hear from you. And I would love it even more if you would hit the subscribe button and smash that notification bell so that you get notified whenever I release a new video for you. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch this video.